There we go. Yes, I'm here now. Better fucking work. Anyway, how has everything been? I hope you guys are doing alright. I'm alright, I guess. I mean, my group assessment for uni is a bit of a disaster, but it's not my fault, okay? It's not my fault. And yeah, I got my first ever gun safe yesterday. See, I want to be an advocate for firearm safety in Australia. That's one thing I really want to do. Because, you know, guns are cool. You gotta admit that. But what's not cool is when idiots misuse them. So I'm gonna try to, you know, show people how it's properly done. That's if I properly get trained up and all that sort of stuff. But in Australia, you have to do a gun safety course. I don't know why they don't make you do that in America, but... well, they should. They should. Well, they should at least have free gun safety courses. Anyway, enough rambling on. Time to... well, we'll just, hang on. Where's the Terraria soundtrack? I know I'm not meant to be. Okay, it's probably gonna get fucking copyright struck anyway. Well, not copyright strike. So I'm just gonna keep on that other one. Fuck it. Keep on that one. Okay. Okay, let's get on with this shit. So the first one I was gonna do NPCs, Terraria NPCs. Now, if you haven't played Terraria, they basically provide different services. For example, this guy here, the guide, he provides you with tips and shows you how to craft stuff. This guy, the tax collector, gives you little bits of money he collects from everyone else. Traveling merchant sells random stuff, random shit, and sometimes stuff that's useful. Just realised something. I forgot to get water. Oh, fuck it, we'll do that right after I rank all this shit. So anyway, we're going to be ranking based on usefulness, in my opinion. Now, the way I define usefulness is how much you can contribute to, reaching the end game. So S being the most useful and D being, Santa Claus. Anyway, let's get started. Angler Kid. The Angler Kid. Now, if you're a fisherman, he is an A tier, S tier. But personally, I'm not really into that thing, into fishing. So I'm gonna have him at C tier. He does give you some good fishing accessories. That's the one thing. And there is some achievements for fishing. Now the arms dealer. I wonder if there's any fucking hotkeys for this shit. Yeah, whatever. Don't care. Arms dealer. Now, guns are pretty useful in this game. But they're not, like, a necessity. Someone's drilling something. I don't know. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Guns, like, guns aren't exactly 100%. But, I will say this. Mini Shark, incredibly useful for beating the wall of flesh. Shotgun is honestly a godsend for early hard mode. It's that. So I'm going to have the arms dealer. Oh, also he sells all sorts of ammunition and stuff like that. Going to have him at A tier. If you're a ranger, he's S tier. Now this one, the zoologist, that's what her name is. She's about as useful as a pile of dirt. She's more for the aesthetics, you know? And I'm not talking about her character design, you fucking pervs. But yeah, she's about as useful as the fucking copper short sword. Anyway, so is the clothier. The clothier is useless. Clothier is useless. The only thing he's useful for is summoning Skeletron, and you only really need to beat Skeletron once, and you know, you don't even use the clothier, you use the old man, who's like, you use him when he's cursed and he's not even an NPC. Let's turn this a little bit. Cyborg. The cyborg. I think the cyborg is, I mean, he sells rockets, which is a good thing for the Rangers. And, you know, you can get high below. I think I'd have him at B tier. Not 100% the most useful. He's kind of like a mix of aesthetics and tools. But, yeah. Demolitionist. Early game, I think he's an A tier. Explosives can be really useful in the game. Plus, if you want to grief a friend's world. You know, a lot of people may or may not agree with my next opinion. But I think the Dryad is actually really useful. Why? It's not because she's hot or anything. She's like 500 years old, remember? It's because she sells planter boxes. And planter boxes are really useful if you wanna grow shit, you know, you wanna grow stuff for potions and all that. So yeah, she's super useful. Dye trader, nah. Who needs dyes? Who cares? Same with her. Who needs a haircut? I haven't had one in like 6 months. Actually, it's 7 months. Goblin Tinkerer. He's an S tier, obviously. Obvious S tier. The Tinkerer's Workshop is so good. So good. Like, the amount of accessories you can combine. The Ankh Shield. The Terra Spark Boots. The Molten Gauntlet. Or Fire Gauntlet, I don't know. Fire Gauntlet. You know, cell phone, all that sort of stuff. Even though that's not an accessory, but it's made with accessories. And plus he sells the rocket boots. What else could you ask for? There's a reason I always look for the Goblin Tinkerer. There's a reason I always look for him. Golfer, useless. Like, golf is fun and all, but only in real life. It reminds me when I was a kid. I used to, if you saw my first ever video, you'll see that where my old house was, there was this little field where I used to kick the footy. There was like this, it was like almost like a lid to like, maybe it was like sewage or power outlet or something, and it had a little thing that was like a golf tee. And we used to take my dad's golf clubs and balls and like hit the golf balls all over the place. And the old guy who lived in one of the bigger houses, he got mad at us for it. He's probably dead now. But, you know, that's just life, I guess. The guide. S tier. He is a god. Well, not really, not a god, but the one reason I have him so high is not because of the tips he gives you. No, they're fucking crap. Well, they're crap as in, like, they're not that useful. It's like shit that you should already figure out for the most part. The reason I have him up in S is because he shows you how to craft stuff. When you get a block or a weapon or anything, and you go to the crafting thing, in, like, when you talk to him, it shows you every single crafting recipe. That is absolutely godly. Mechanic. I've never been into all that, you know, redstone and wires and all that. So whenever... I feel like there is a lot of practical uses for wires, though. Like, you know, you could make spawning things, like... You can get slime statues and spawn slimes, so you can get the slime stuff. That's just an example, because, like, the slime stuff really isn't that good. So we'll just, you know, just have her at C. I don't know. She's definitely more useful than the angler. I think we'll have her at the same spot as the cyborg. I think the merchant is an A tier. He's an A tier because he sells torches and piggy banks. And mana potions as well. Well, lesser mana potions, which are really useful. Like, you can... Ever since they made the underground mushroom biomes much more common and large, it's like being a hell of a lot easier to make regular mana potions and regular healing potions, and that makes him way more useful. So yeah, I have him up there for that reason. The nurse. This is gonna hurt. My sister used to absolutely despise the nurse. Like, and I'll be honest, she's a bit of a bitch. A little bit. However, I'm gonna have her just missing out on S tier. Just. And my main reason is, like, she can instantly heal you. Though she does get a bit more expensive, but at that point you should be getting plenty of coins. Plenty of coins. My head just went blank there for a second. I don't know what to say. Oh yeah, the reason why I don't have her in S. Well, I'd say she's definitely useful for boss fights, like the Moon Lord and all that. Like, you can't beat the Moon Lord without her. Well, I can't. Unless I'm, like, melee, I guess. And I have, like, buffs. I'd have to do my research on all that sort of stuff. But yeah, if you rely on her, it really restricts you to one small area to be able to fight bosses. And usually I have her in the desert with the arms dealer. And it's a pain in the ass when there's a sandstorm. Like, a genuine pain in the ass. Painter, useless. Just aesthetics. Party girl, useless. Pirate captain. I'm gonna have him at C just because he sells the cannon. That's the only thing separating him from C and D rank. Princess. I know if you kill her enough times, she drops a decent weapon, so we'll have her at C for that reason. Santa Claus. You don't get Santa Claus very often in game. You only get him during Christmas, which makes completing the bestiary a pain in the ass. Let's see what he sells. Any pylon. It's all just Christmas decorations. Loves the snow biome. So for the reason I just mentioned, for denying me the universal pylon, he's gonna go at bottom of D here. Fuck him, piece of shit. And if the real Santa just so happens to be watching this, just know that I don't hate you. Just this fucker, okay? Just this version of you. The skeleton merchant. If you're into yo-yos, I'd have it. If I was into yo-yos, I'd have them at A, but I think I'll have him at upper B tier because he can be useful, but he just doesn't. He just only appears underground and he comes and goes, so that's kind of my main difference. Okay, I'm sick of listening to this song. Let's put on some Terraria music. No, I'll be honest. I fucking despise the... I don't despise it, but I like the alternate day one much better. Okay? So we'll play that one instead. And yes, I bought this soundtrack for the prime reason of my next fucking video. Steampunker. I'm gonna put her in A because I like being able to cleanse the world of the corruption, and also the steampunk wings and the jetpack and all that. She's pretty decent. Bit better than the cyborg. This guy. I don't usually do the old one's army. In fact, I kind of find it a bit of a drag. But I'll have him above the bone guy. Because I know a lot of people are into that sort of stuff. Now, the tax collector. Tax collector can go fuck himself. I have him at C tier. All he does is give you little bits of money. And the further you get along, the more money you get. But not from this guy. No, he limits it to 10 gold. Fucking asshole. Traveling merchant. I'd say he's up here because he does sell some really good accessories. The truffle. Actually, I changed my mind about the steampunker. I think she's B tier. Changed my mind about steampunker. Mushroom guy. Truffle, his name is. The auto hammer's pretty decent. Apart from that, he doesn't really sell that much. So I'll have him there. So he's good for making shroomite bars. Witch Doctor. Just gotta think a little bit. I know he sells Tiki armor, which is really good if you're a summoner. But apart from that, I'll put him in A tier just because he's that good for the summoners. And finally we have the wizard. Come on, he's just trying to think if I should put him in A or S tier. I think he's A tier. And that's my list of Terraria NPCs. I'm just gonna go for a quick drinkies. Don't forget to follow this guy, unless he's done bad stuff. I don't know, but this is a pretty good list. I think there's probably an NPC or two that's been missed out. I don't know. Ah, I got some water now. Got some water. So that's my tier list. That's my tier list. Is it still going? Yes, it is. Good. Good. It's my tier list for the Terraria NPCs. Now, which ones would I change? None of them. I might change some eventually if I... Okay, stop rambling on, idiot. Let's see. Let's see. Expert item. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Z tier. I like that. Z tier. Okay. This better be fucking all of them. So... The first one, the bone glove. I never really bothered using it. I always thought it used actual, like, bones for ammunition. But, yeah, I don't see it being anything too special, so I'd probably put it at B tier. Brain of Confusion. I think it's Z tier. I think it's crap. This star, I think it's for flying. Have it at like A tier, just because it's the highest flying thing in the game. You know, the wings category. Demon Heart, S tier. An extra accessory slot, come on. Come on, you really think I'm going to put it anything less than S? That extra accessory slot is like so good. Celestial Snow Globe, or Celestial Globe, I think that is. Makes the gravity potion obsolete. Yeah, A tier. Obviously A tier. Hive Pack. I always look at it and I think, could this be like a jetpack that you could use to fly a decent height? Then it's like, no, we'll give you a slight buff for bees, so it's Z tier. Mechanical cart. The mine cart that goes a bit faster. C tier. The slime one. All slimes are friendly. I think that's pretty much useless. Because slimes aren't that hard to defeat. Slimes aren't that difficult to defeat. Shield of Cthulhu. I think that's a definite 8 here. Expert exclusive content. Let's see. Where is aviators? Volatile Gelatin. There we go. Bone Helm. Volatile Gelatin. When equipped, periodically spawns a small bouncing purple projectile. Let's see. Huh. Yeah. Well, it's better than better than this. So I'm gonna have it at B tier up here. This one, I don't know, man. I have a feeling I'm not getting the full picture with this list. I'll put on some music. Golem. Oh, that's the Golem theme. No, that's not. I like the ice theme. I like that one. Plus, it's winter in Australia, so suck on that. Anyone who's... No, I do feel genuinely bad for those going through the heat wave. Genuinely. What makes it even... oh god. Anyway, enough about that. This thing. I know it greatly increases fucking music. Greatly increases life regeneration when you're standing still, but if you're trying to fight a boss, chances are you're not going to be standing still. So I'm going to have it at lower A tier. It's still really good. And I love the effect. Love the effect. It's just, I'm not a big fan of it. Well, no. It's just I'm not usually stationary. That's what I was going to say. Shrimpy Truffle. Where's Shrimpy Truffle? Duke Fishon. Mount can fly and hover indefinitely. I don't really see the point, because I prefer the alien car keys, so I'll have it at C tier. Celestial Seagull. I think... No, that's not the Celestial Seagull, idiot. This is the thing that's dropped from the Empress of Light on expert mode. It makes you fly indefinitely, and it gives you boost to mobility and flying, so it's an S tier. It's top of the top. The Spore. That Spore sack. I want to see what it looks like. Soaring Insignia, that's what that's called. Soaring Insignia. It's S tier, obviously. Oh, that's actually quite cool. Spore sack. I think that looks better than the Shield of Cthulhu. This suspicious looking thing, suspicious looking tentacle. I'd say that's a really good light pet, so I might have it at here, 8 here. And now the Worm Scarf. Obviously it's an S tier, but yeah, S tier, but not as good as these two, in my opinion. Like, 17% reduced damage is nice and all. But in Master Mode, or modes like Master Mode and Expert Mode, it's pretty much negated anyway. What's Presentation Mode? Nah, I'm all good with that. Terraria full soundtrack. You know what? I'm down for that. I'm down for that. See how many of them are. 1.4.4. Good, good, good. Overworld Day. Da, 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 da. Otherworldly. So Overworld. Yes, it's iconic. Yes, this is iconic to you, but as I said, the second version is better in my opinion. So I'll have this at like B tier. I'm not the biggest fan of it. Eerie. Yes, we already know what this one is. Used for the meteorite and the blood moon. Used to be used for the dungeon and the underworld as well. I can remember. I can remember when they used it for that in the iOS version when I used to play that as a kid. Also, I still remember on the PC version when they used that for the Underworld. I think it's decent. It's nothing too special. So I think I'll just explain the ranks again. Just for this one, S is like greatest. Like I could jam to this in my car all the time, kind of thing. You know, I'd listen to it repeat like all fucking day. A tier is really good. B tier is like it's alright. It fits its purpose and it is quite decent. C is just meh. Just, yeah. Not a big fan. Though I don't hate it. D is like, ugh, this sucks. I'm not liking it at all. And F is like fucking fingernails on a chalkboard. Overworld Night. That sounds a little bit different. Yeah, I think that's an S tier. I think that's an S tier. Just that little do 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 do. I fucking love that. I love that. Title screen. The new title screen theme is better. So much better. I don't want to be remembered. I don't want to remember the old times. Okay. Underground. Yes. I like this one. I think it's S tier. Because it just it's just such a symbolism of like, you know, you're being a prospector in a cave and it's like, you're finding all these like valuable resources. It's like the embodiment of that. Okay, boss one. Okay, we've heard enough. I think it's actually better than Overworld Day, but it's decent. It's nothing like incredible. Jungle, obviously the Jungle's S rank. Like, come on, let's listen to it. Da 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 da. There's one part I really like. Let's go to it. Wait. Yeah, there it is. This makes me think of Mario for some reason, this part. This part, yeah. Okay, now we gotta do the corruption one. I think it's around about the same as the Eerie. Underground corruption. Actually, I quite like the corruption theme. I think it's an A tier. So is the underground corruption. The Hallow. Where's the Hallow? But it's not as good as the Hallow theme. The Hallow theme's pretty good. Underground is not as good though. So we'll just... Might be just because it reminds me of a dog that I used to have that died, and it was a really depressing time for me. Boss 2. I actually think this one is S tier. And Boss 3 is even better, I think. Boss 3 is even better. We'll have to listen to it. That part there, reminds me of Turbo Lover, which is basically my childhood song. The song that my dad used to play all the time. I'm not going to play it here because, you know, copyright and all that. But you just search it up, Turbo Lover by Judas Priest. It is an absolute banger of a song. Ice. Come on, that's S tier, obviously. That's S tier. So good. I love it. Where's the space one? Space. This one. I don't think this space theme is as good as the alternate space one, wherever it is. Space Day. Oh, that's Space Day. Space Day. Where the fuck's that one? Yeah, that one's that one. The Night Space one is really good. I think this says a lot about the music developers, the people who made this music, how good they are with their music, that I'm putting these all at A and S. Crimson. Where is the Crimson? Yeah, I think it's pretty good actually. Better than the corruption one. And I like the part at the end. Oh wait, I skipped that. Wait for this part. So good. So good. Boss 4. Where the fuck is it? Hang on a moment. That looks like it's Gollum. Yeah, I think that is the Gollum one. I actually don't think it's that good, this song. I think it's a meh for me. Alternate Day is way better than Overworld Day. Alternate Day is Way better, and you're never going to convince me otherwise. Oh, I love the Underground Ice one as well. That one's really good. Damn, there's banger after banger here. Desert one I like as well. Fucking really like the desert one. Also, Rain. Where's Rain? Well, I'll have to play the desert one just so you know. Where is it? There it is. That is a banger, I think. It really fits. That's the reason I like it so much. I can't say the same thing for the Sandstorm or even the Underground, but this is really good. Rain. Oh, hang on. Didn't I put another one in? Yeah, Underground Ice. Terraria Day Theme Remix. Ugh, that's nasty. It's a dungeon. Hang on. Underground. Where's the Underground Ice? I must be dumb. There it is. Come on, that's so good. Keep in mind, I'm not a musical... Like, I'm not a musician, I'm just judging these based on, like, how I feel about them, my opinion. There's nothing, like, professional about it, so just take my opinion for a grain of salt. Rain. Definitely an A tier, I think. Ocean Daytime. Ocean Daytime. Actually, I don't think it's that good. It's better than this one, but it's not, like, not up here, that's for sure. It's okay. That's what the C tier is, just mediocre. Okay-ish. Like, I don't hate it, but I'm not, like, a big fan. Dungeon. When I first heard it, I thought I quite liked it. I think I'll have it in A tier. Yeah, I think A tier is the appropriate position for it. Plantera. It's decent. Nothing special. Probably the same as this Boss 1 theme. Queen Bee. I'd say the same. Lizard. I think the Lizard is definitely an S tier. I really like it. I really like it. Mainly because it's like almost like an extension of the jungle theme. Solar Eclipse. I'll be honest. Wait, hang on. Let's do the Lizard. Let's do the Lizard first. Some reason I use this song. I like it. Now we'll have a listen to the Eclipse. I personally don't really like it that much. Don't hate it. Well, actually, yeah, it's kind of trash, in my opinion. Rain ambience. I think I know which one it means. Not that one. Morning rave. Well, I don't see a morning... Oh, there's the morning rain. There's the morning rain. Rain ambience. I don't know. Mushroom biome. I'd say that's around about B tier. Rain ambience. I think we'll just put it down here for now. Pumpkin moon. Where's the pumpkin moon? I think that's a solid B tier. Alternate underground. I think I like it just as much as the underground one. Because, like, with the underground one, it's like more like you're finding valuable stuff. But then the alternate underground is almost like the snap back to reality. There's, in the sense that there's dangers underground, there's, you know, all sorts of things like skeletons and all that. But it's still incredibly fun to go underground. Frost moon. Where's the frost moon? Actually, we'll say these are better than the original boss one. Underground Crimson. Decent enough. I'd say it's B tier. Lunar Towers. I'll be honest. I am always honest. Absolutely hate it. Absolutely hate it. Pirate Invasion. Pirate Invasion. B tier. B tier. Better than boss one. Underworld. I like the Underworld one. It's much better than what it used to be. We'll get it. Martian Madness. Yeah, I don't like that very much. D tier. Moonlord F tier. I honestly... The big problem is that it's the final boss of the game and this is the music you choose. And come on. Like, it should be more epic. It should be more like... You know, it should be more like, you know, Supreme Calamitous or whatever. From the Calamity mod, it should be like an epic, like, Gods of War or like heavy metal or something, you know, not that shit. Like, it's fucking crap. I despise the Moonlord theme. Luna boss. Oh, yeah. Goblin army. Goblin army. Where's the goblin army? There it is. I'd say it's a solid beat here. Sandstorm F sounds too much like the Moon Lords, the Lunar Towers. That's why I don't like it. Old One's army. Yeah, that's alright, I guess. Not too bad. I like the Ocean Knight. I think it's an A tier. It's quite cool. I like it a lot. Where is it? In fact, I'll let you listen to it while... Yeah, it's a good theme, isn't it? It's a good theme. I like it a lot. But yeah, windy day, windy day, windy day, windy day. Where is it? High wind. I think this is what this is. It's okay. It's okay. Town. That's a nighttime town. Da 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 da. Quite like it. And I like the daytime one. Well, actually, no, I don't like the daytime one as much as the nighttime one. Slime Rain F. If you know me, I may or may not have said this, but I absolutely despise the Slime Rain. And it's not because it's hard or anything, it's just because it's annoying. It's like you just want to do normal stuff in the game. You want to do some building, maybe. Maybe you want to go to the dungeon. Then all of a sudden the Slime Rain comes on. It's like, oh, for fuck's sake. Then I'm going to have all these annoying ass slimes all over the place. It's not even that good of a song. Day remix. Wait for it. F. F, F, F. That is gross. That is gross. The journey begins. Where is it? much better. Much better than that. Put the ambience ones down here. Storm. Storm. I don't mind that one. Graveyard. S tier. S tier. This is what I imagine the Mistlands music should sound like from Valheim, you know? When I said Winded Mystery, this is the music I was thinking of. Da 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 da. So good. Underground Jungle. I think that's an A tier. For sure. Same with the night one. Not as good as the daytime one, but still pretty good. Queen Slime. I have that as B tier. Pretty good, not great though. Empress of Light. A tier. I think that's pretty good. What about Duke Fishron? What about Duke Fishron, I say? Where is he? Where is his one? There. I can hear a bit of a Jawsy theme in there, so I'll put it in B tier with Queen Slime. Morning Rain. We heard it before. A tier, I think. Alt title. F. Wait, hang on. Actually, it's much better. B tier. Upper B tier. Yes, that one's so much better than this one. Underground Desert. Underground Desert. It sounds like if you ever played the Commando games when you were a kid, which was like free online, it sounds kind of like that. It's like American soldiers in the Middle East, basically. I think it's an A tier. Journey's End credits. C tier. Mainly because I absolutely hated having to go through the credits. I always check out when I do the credits. Dear Clops. Dear Clops. Where's Dear Clops? This is the part where I go really dumb as fuck. Deer Clops, Deer Clops, Deer Clops, Deer Clops, Deer Clops, Deer Clops. Oh. Oh, is there no Deer Clops? Okay, I've never heard the Deer Clops theme anyway. Ayada. Ayada's gotta be in here. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. Yeah, that's pretty decent. That's pretty decent. Have it at A tier with the Empress of Light. And that's me ranking all the soundtracks. I'd say most of them are pretty good. There's just a couple that I absolutely despise. Soul and... Yes, we're going to listen to that same. Soul and Mind. So that's all of these ones. Terraria enemies. All like Terraria enemies. Let's see. Oh god, that's a lot of enemies. You know, I'm fucking bored of Terraria. I'm bored of Terraria. Let's do the AFL teams. 2023 AFL coaches. Favorite teams ranked. Yeah, you get to see which footy teams I like. Whoa, that's so special. Anyway, let's do this. Adelaide Crows. I mean, I don't hate them, but I don't really like them that much. Brisbane. Now, I'm a Queenslander. I was born and raised here. But I've never liked the Brisbane Lions. And that's because I always expect us to beat them, but then we never do. We'll say love favourite team. And if you've seen my banner, you'll obviously know it's the Blues. Just, you know, the Blues are the best. And you're never going to convince me otherwise. And contrary, these are the two teams I hate the most. Essendon, for obvious reasons, you know, they've got just as many premierships as us, even though they didn't win as many grand finals. And also their fans are a bunch of fucking, you know, pricks, I guess, I don't know. I don't really interact with people much, so there could be some nice Essendon people out there. Freo, I don't mind Freo, they're alright. Geelong, I actually quite like Geelong. I think they're pretty good. They seem to be somewhat humble, but that's probably just me being stupid, I guess. Gold Coast, I like the Suns. I like them. I hope they stay at Gold Coast. GWS. I actually don't mind GWS too much. They're just meh. They're alright. Hawthorn. I don't mind Hawthorn too much. Melbourne. The D's. The D's. They used to be my second team, but then Cozzy Pickett had to ruin that for me. Fuck you, Cozzy, if you're watching this. And not because you're black, but because you single-handedly killed our finals chances. You prick. Anyway, Melbourne. I actually like Geelong more. North Melbourne. I actually don't mind North Melbourne. I actually don't mind North. Port Adelaide. Meh, they're okay, I guess. I like them a bit more than Adelaide, but I've lost a lot of respect for them ever since, Jason Horne-Francis. No, I absolutely hate Richmond. And I'm being serious, I fucking do not like them. Their fans are the most obnoxious pricks I have ever seen. When you win 3 premierships, then we'll boo fucking... Wait, not boo who. Woo fucking who, They weren't 3 in a row. What is... Oh, shit. St Kilda... I don't like them very much. I don't hate them, but I just don't like them that much. Sydney... I like Sydney. They're alright. West Coast... I mean, they're shit right now, but I don't really like them that much. They're kind of arrogant. It's kind of the same reason I don't like the Saints. And last but not least, the Bulldogs. Yeah, I don't really like them much either. Anyway, it's AFL teams. Woo. AFL teams. I had to do that because I'm an Aussie. So I'm an Aussie. 2023 AFL coaches. You know what? I actually had a thought. Why don't I rank total drama characters? Season 1 to 5. Oh god, not drama rama. 2007 to 2023. Let's see, all 100 Mike's alters. Yes, Mal. Actually, I think having Mike's alternates is probably a better thing, because it's like if you want, because it's like they are different personalities. Anyway, I used to really like this show as a kid, and also, I like the way it's like a spoof of reality TV. I think it's funny as I think it's really funny the first few seasons. My favourite is definitely World Tour. Definitely. Then I think it's Island. Actually, yeah, no, Island was when they were just like getting started. They're just like learning how to be funny, I guess. I do like Redonkulous. Redonkulous is good. Oh god, not the new one. I haven't watched this one. I've watched this one, Revenge, World Tour. Watched all of these ones. I watched them as a kid and I really enjoyed them. Anyway, that's a lot of tears. I'm good. I'm glad with that one. Ezekiel. Of course, we have to go for the worst ones first. Ezekiel. I will say one thing though. I will be judging. I'll try to do it as like a mix of like whichever seasons, because like for example, like the biggest example is Trent. Like, he's decent in the first season, but he's fucking insufferable in the next one, in Total Drama Action. He is absolutely insufferable. He is so bad. Oh, why? Oh, pay attention to me, Gwen. Yeah, even though you're my girlfriend, you know? And I shouldn't have to worry about you cheating on me. I, I don't know, I find it kind of pathetic. Beth, I actually quite liked the way she stood up to Heather in Total Drama Island. I like that. But I fucking hate her in action. Like, genuinely hate her. And I hated her as a kid as well. Like, I really hated her as a kid. But the way she stood up to Heather, I think instead of having her as the worst, I'll have her as actively bad. Why is there so many tears? It's like, whoever made this, I think they're just obsessive over this show. Which is all good. I like it. I think it's really funny. Courtney. I'm gonna say this is just basically my feelings, the way I feel about the characters. Courtney. Huh. She's a bit of a whiny bitch, I'm be honest. I'm be honest. I don't think she's S tier, that's for sure. I think she's probably in the pretty neat category. Harold. Actually, I appreciate Harold. I think he's a funny character. But he's not, like, the best. He's not the best, so I'm gonna have him up here. Yes, I like him more than Courtney. Bite me. Trent. Oh, Trent, you were okay. You were pretty decent in Ireland, actually. You were the cool, chill guy that crushed on the goth girl, I guess. No, fuck you. You're the way you behave in Total Drama Action. It overrules that. It's just, he was so fucking shit. It reminds me of me when I was like in high school. You know, when I was worried someone I crushed on was dating someone. You know, he reminds me of that, and that's why I hate it so much. Okay, Bridget. Bridget pork barreling is a gross misuse of public funds. Oh, sorry, that's a different Bridget. Former Liberal person, Bridget McKenzie. Anyway, this Bridget is alright, I guess. I don't know, I'm not really into the overly nice person, if I'm being honest. Sometimes it does feel like they've got something to hide. And usually they do, but it's not like malicious intent or anything. It's more like they just don't want to upset people. I think that's what it really is at the end of the day, most of the time. But it does come across as a bit dishonest. So I'm going to have Bridget at... Not too shabby. She's alright. And I like the voice actress. She's cool. Lindsay. Lindsay is a complete moron. And I'll be honest, I don't like morons. But she's too innocent. And I do like the way, I do like her character. She's decent enough. I'm gonna have her at the same level as Courtney, I think. DJ. I'm starting to think now. I'm starting to think I really like DJ. Because, like, DJ's my sister's favourite character. It's definitely... I think... I absolutely love how friendly and nice and... Oh, it's making me feel so warm. So I'm going to have him up at the best. He's the best. He's so good. Jeff... I think he's pretty much the same as Bridget. In fact, they're like... That's quite the fucked up plot twist. What if they were actually related and they didn't know? Well, they're both blonde. They're both blonde, so they could be... Anyway, Lashana. She should have been in All Stars, if I'm being honest. She should have been in All Stars. In fact, I think it would have made it a hell of a lot better. But All Stars was crap, so maybe it would have just ruined her character. So, yeah, I think she's around about the same level as Harold, ironically. Duncan is S tier, obviously. He's my favourite. He is my favourite. They really botched him in All Stars. But apart from that, he's definitely my favourite character in the whole series. Except maybe Kitty. And I'm talking about Redonkulous Race in that regards. Eva. Let's be real. Eva is the person we all wish we could be. Nah, well, average people anyway. You just kind of wish you could, just break inanimate objects and all that sort of stuff. But no, in all seriousness, she's definitely one of the bottom of the barrel characters. It's a good thing she doesn't last there too long. Heather. Just thinking, in the first season, she definitely left a really nasty impression on me, and that's a good thing. That's one of the best things you can do for a villain like her. But when you kind of look back on it, she's not the best villain in the show. She's not the absolute best. So it's hard to say if I should put her in really great or the best. I think I'll have her in the lower, the best. But she's not the best. But she is a really good villain. Gwen. Now, she's good in the first 3 seasons, but sucks in All Stars. But that's every character, really, in All Stars. Especially Duncan. Heather was pretty trash as well. In fact, they made her, so dumb. The way she got eliminated was so bad. Anyway, I'll have Gwen up here. She's definitely an S tier character, in my opinion. Owen. You know, I am not as favourable towards Owen as other people are, in my opinion. I actually find his goofiness to be a little bit annoying sometimes. And there are times where, a joke will last for way too long. That being said, I think Owen is still a really good character. I like him, but he has his annoying moments. That's why he's not an S tier. Sierra's the worst. She's my least favourite character in the original series. By far. I do not like the whole stalker shtick. I'm not into romance. Or any of that stuff. Alejandra. Oh yeah, another thing about Sierra. She has a really annoying voice. Almost like mine. Alejandro. I I think he's S tier. I think he's S tier. Not as good as Duncan. Yeah, I'll have Duncan as my favourite. I'll have Duncan as my favourite. And then we'll do a bit of rearranging at the end, I think. But yeah, Alejandro is definitely... I think he's the best villain in the whole series. He's charming, manipulative. He has that, like... He seems like the good guy on the outside at first, but then you realize how, like, truly nasty he is. Stacy. Stacy. The worst. She's by far the worst character in Revenge of the Island. Thank goodness. Thank science she was kicked off first. She is so bad. My great grandfather invented houses. Before then, people used to sleep on the trees. Blah 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 blah. Noah. In the originals, he wasn't around that long. He wasn't in the show for that long. But as they developed him, he became really good. I love his joke when they're trapped. I think it was in Hawaii they were stuck in. And Chris was like, will they rescue me while I'm still young? And then Noah's one-liner after that, his one-liner after that just absolutely wrecked Chris. Was like, I don't know, did we land in the 70s? And for that reason, I'm gonna have him up here. He is the best. I like him more than Gwen as well, by the way. Justin. I don't know about Justin. Actually, yeah, I think he's up here. Not exactly that good of a villain, but he was pretty funny. And I love the way people started seeing through him in action. Oh god. Some more dog shit characters. These two are dreadful. Tyler... I'm kind of neutral towards him. He is kind of funny, but nothing too special. Izzy. I'm just thinking a little bit. Because, for a while, the whole I'm crazy act really didn't resonate well with me. But I saw a video talking about how Lindsay is actually smarter than she seems. Fucking planes. Yeah, about how she's smarter than is looked on, and I actually kind of respect her character now. So I think she's up here with Owen. Ironically. Well, not ironically. Cody. Kind of neutral towards. He's okay. I feel bad for him, though, that he had to get a stalker. I can't remember this one's... Dakota, that's her name. Dakota's... I think her story arc is okay. Say she's on the same level as Jeff and Bridget, in my opinion. Like the Dakota Zoid arc. I think that's kind of cool. B... Or as he is really known, Beverly. Beverly... He doesn't say anything. He is kind of a badass, though. The silent protagonist. So I have him at pretty neat. Dawn. I love Dawn. She's awesome. Even though her stay is brief, she is one of the really good characters in my opinion. Sam. Stereotypical gamer. I'm kind of neutral towards him. Kind of neutral. It's like, he is a nice, goofy, a little bit goofy character. But he just becomes like a punching bag in All Stars. Kind of sad. Brick. Brick is fucking hilarious. Brick is funny. I'm gonna have him up here. He's like the tough guy. He's almost like Revenge of the Islands version of DJ, except he doesn't own the fact that he's like nice like DJ does. He actually like tries to be tough, and I think that's what makes him a little bit funnier. And Maria, do not really care for. I do like the way she tries to steal Mike from Zoe though. That's like that's like a interesting part. Now Mike himself, he's nice, he's decent, but I wouldn't say he's a great character. He's just kind of average, so I'm gonna have him up here. Chester, I don't really care. Svetlana, don't really care. You only see these characters briefly. Manitoba, I think, no, that's not his name. Vito is the guy's name. He contributes to the whole, love triangle, mini love triangle, so I have him at mixed feelings. This guy, Manitoba, he sounds like he's got an Australian accent, I think. Oh, I don't know why. So I think I'll have him a bit here, kind of neutral. And then we have Mal. Come on, is there anywhere else I can put him? Is there anywhere else that you think I'm going to put him? He is trash. No motive. Like, come on, even Hitler had a motive. Oh, shit. No, please. Oh, thank God. I thought I was going to have to do that all over again. Anyway, as I said, Mal is like, no motive. Just wants to be evil for the sake of it, And just break stuff, oh, I'm evil. That's like this whole personality. Oh, I'm not a good person. But what makes a true evil person, like a good villain, is, they think they're good people. Like, they think that they're doing what's right, but in reality, they're not. Or they could just be a greedy asshole. For the sake of, I just want to get stuff, as good as, I just want to be able to get the best for just myself. But Mal doesn't have any of that. He just is like, I'm just stereotypically evil for no reason. Jo. I actually quite like her character. She's not too shabby. She's kind of like... actually, no, she's pretty neat. I think she's pretty decent. I feel like they could have expanded more on her and I don't know. I was gonna say her and Heather's rivalry in All Stars, but yeah, really, All Stars sucked. It was really bad. Scott. Now he's kind of the case of really bad villain but super likable character to me. Like I really admire that he grew up on a dirt farm and he like appreciates all the little things in life, you know. So I think I'd definitely have him up here, but he's not that good. He is like, I love his character, but he's not a good villain, not that good of a villain. Certainly wouldn't be a main villain if I had him if I made my own season of Total Drama or whatever. Now Zoe. I'm a big Zoe fan. I am a big Zoe fan. Though I don't like her in All Stars. She is like super duper relatable in regards to like, you know, like everyone around me is like into different stuff, but I'm not. I'm not into that sort of stuff, and it kind of gets lonely and all that sort of stuff. I find her really relatable in that regard, and she's also really nice. At first, though, she becomes a little bit stupid and kind of, you know, even a little bit nasty in All Stars. All Stars was a crap season. Lightning. I like Lightning. I like him more than Izzy. Actually, I think Izzy's probably... No, she's pretty good. Cameron's decent. Not like a super big fan or anything. Rust. Beardo. Now, I was gonna say I don't think he's the worst because he goes out first and all he does is make noises. But Stacey did the same thing, so I'm gonna have him at the worst. And so is Leonard. Leonard sucks. And Rodney too. Rodney is terrible. Rodney is like actively an incel. Falls in love with every single woman that he looks at. And that is not cool, guys. Which one is Amy and which one is Sammy? I don't know. Amy sucks. Oh, yeah, Amy sucks. Worse than Rodney. Sammy, do not really care for, though. Ella. I like Ella a lot. I like her a lot. She's adorable. And I feel bad for her for getting rejected by Dave. Topher. I think Topher's pretty funny, actually. I think he's pretty funny. His interactions with Chris. Dave is the worst. He is the worst. Now, I know I said Rodney's an incel. Technically, he's not. He's not bitter about it or anything like that. Dave definitely is a fucking incel. Why don't I have any music on? Where's my music? Could probably put on some send request. No, I don't wanna summon his ghost though. I don't wanna summon his ghost. Let's have this on. Scarlet. Really badly executed villain. Really bad. Max. I kind of think Max is a little bit funny. He's like the wannabe villain, but he's like really bad at it. No, I need some different music. God damn it. damn it. I can't think of anything. Could probably go with this, I suppose. Fuck it, why not? Jasmine. I don't mind her. I think she's really good. She's definitely one of the best Pahkitew characters, just like Sean. They're the two that actually... They're like the, they keep the show slightly up, you know? They give it a chance of being half decent. Now, Sugar... I don't know. I don't really like her that much. I think she's there with Scarlet. Same with Sky. I don't like Sky much. One of them super competitive types that I'm really not into. Thinking. Yeah, we can have that one, I suppose. I haven't watched the latest season of Total Drama Island. I haven't watched it. So we'll skip to the Redonkulous race characters. Tabby. Pretty much the same as Leonard. Sucky. These are the two tennis players. I think they're both actively meh. Actively meh. Actively bad. These two, the nerds, do not really care for. Do not care for them. I actually kind of like how the vegans just go crazy. Like, they're forced to eat meat, basically. And it's like they like it. I don't mind Tom and Jen. They're alright. Taylor. Is that one Taylor? I think it is. She's bad. She's really bad. Spoilt brat. The mother is an enabler, but I don't really care too much. Like, Jay and Mickey, I love them. I love them too much. I wish these two won. Honestly, they should have won. Because they were like the ultimate underdogs, in my opinion. The Step Brothers. I quite like the Step Brothers. I like them. They're alright. I can't stand how stupid Spud is, though. Rock is like, meh, don't care for. I need some different music. God damn it. Let's think. I don't know. I've been trying to think about what different type of music I can play, but I always come back to this one. I always come back to it. Anyway, the father. I think it's Dwayne is the name. Not too shabby. The son's a little bit of a little. Actually, no, he's all right. It's all right. They're all right. Okay, I really like Crimson and Ennui. I like them. They're all right. They're like just goths, but with a slight nice side to them. Slight. I like Ryan. I think he's funny. I think he's funny as fuck. And this is the one Redonkulous race thing where it's like one character's completely different to the other. Where's Stephanie? There's Stephanie. I cannot stand her. How angry she gets. Actually, no, I don't mind. I don't really mind too much. I'm kind of neutral. Because I do think the dynamic between these two is funny. Brody. Do not care for. He's kind of like the dumb surfer dude. I can't remember what her name is. I think it's... I know his name's Devin with an I, not an O. Devin and... Oh, Carrie. She's adorable. And plus, she's voiced by the same person that does Bridget, so I'm gonna put her in really great, along with Devin. Kitty's my favourite, I think. I don't know. I think this character's name is Katie. I don't know. No, I don't think it is. Kitty and... Oh, I can't fucking remember. It's been that long since I watched. But I think, yeah, she's an S tier as well. But I just absolutely love Kitty. I think she's awesome. Jacques. He's definitely up there. He's a fitting villain for the Redonkulous race. So is Jose. Like, I definitely think they're better villains than Heather. That's for sure. Not as good as the likes of Alejandro, but definitely hella good villains. Because, like, with the Redonkulous race, it's like, it's not as strategic as, like, regular Total Drama. Because all it is like, you just gotta be the fastest one. Just gotta be the fastest one. So it doesn't really leave much room for any, like, strategic moves like Alejandro makes or whatever. So they kind of know that, so they embrace the idea that these guys just have to be extravagant. They just have to, you know, sabotage others. Have to be overly competitive. And I like that in a villain. In a protagonist like Skye, not so much. But, yeah. Chris McLean. McLean. Chris. I think I'll have him in pretty neat, because he was good in the first two seasons. Maybe third, a bit, but kind of went downhill. I like Chef. I think Chef is awesome. Blaney. Now, her character herself I really don't like, but she serves her purpose well, so I'm having mixed feelings. I think this is the other host, so he's a true neutral. Like, was hosting a show with Blaney at first. This guy, what's his name? Don. I think he's not too shabby. Sanders and MacArthur, I actually quite like them. I think they're really great. Oh god, I'm starting to get tired. So this is my list. I didn't include 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Only 16 characters? Maybe I'm thinking that's not enough, I don't know. I feel like 16 is probably... I'm gonna guess who the villain is, and that's probably her. Anyway, this is my list. I can rearrange it a little bit. I think I have Zoe over DJ. I'd have Zoe over DJ. Maybe Alejandro as well, but... And Scott. I like Scott a lot, as I've said. Oh, DJ's crying now because of it. DJ's crying now. Jacques Jose. I'd put Heather there. I'd say that's pretty decent. Who's the best of the really greats tier? The really great tier. I'd say Lashana, then Harold. Izzy, Owen, Brick, Lightning, Jasmine, Sean, Justin, Jay, Mickey. Actually, I like the Goths more than Jay and Mickey. And I think that I like the Goths more than Justin as well. I like Crimson better. These two... Yeah, I'd say that's where it should be at. Courtney, Lindsay, Cameron and Joe. In fact, I might have Joe and Cameron up here. Yeah. So I was almost thinking Courtney should be one of the better ones, but she's not too good. She's decent in World Tour, I don't know. It's a bit whiny, and she does play a much better villain role in action than Justin. Not too shabby. I think Mike there. I think I like the vegans more than Jeff and Bridget because they're funnier. And I like the father and son duo more as well. And Don. And Mike. But yeah, that's it. True, neutral. They're all pretty much in the... Actually, I think I'll have Stephanie and Actively Bad. I don't know who this guy is. I do not care for. They're all pretty much the same. Actively Bad, I'll have Beth at the bottom of the barrel of Actively Bad. Then we'll have Scarlett, Sky, and yeah, I think Sugar's the best of the Actively Bad, right? And then all these guys, it's really inconsequential. My least favorite ever character will be coming up after the quick break. Yes, I got a new office chair as well today. Thank goodness for that. I'm sick of sitting on crappy chairs. Oh yeah, also I just remembered something. I watched Barbie with my sister last night at the cinemas. Not the worst movie. It's okay. I wouldn't say it's like the best movie ever made, but it was decent. I will say one thing though. There was this one point where like Ken was saying, "Ken is I is Ken," like repeatedly a couple of times, and I just started cracking up because it's like if like I just kind of imagined if it was him in the real world in real life saying that in like public, and it's like you'd think he was like a crazy dude or something like that. Anyway, worst ever total drama character. I have to go with Sierra. I have to. I absolutely have to. Actually, no. Dave is the worst. Fuck Dave. They should rename him to Elliot for obvious reasons. Then Sierra's the next worst. Then Mal. Then Amy. Amy's a shit cunt. Then... Actually, no. I think Stacy. I have to say Stacy is worse than Sierra. Actually, no. Sierra's in it for longer. Way longer. Then Mal, then Rock. Oh, it's Spud. Oh, yeah, that's Spud. Then Amy. Leonard's worse than Tammy. But yeah, no, I don't really care for... I think Taylor's actually worse than Rodney. And then, yeah, I'd say that's the order. I'd say that's a decent order. Anyway, let's see. What other... Star Wars, let's see. I was thinking of doing Star Wars characters. Oh. Characters. Oh my god, fucking dogs. If there's one noise I cannot stand nowadays, it's the sound of barking dogs. It's so annoying. Anyway, there's going to be a lot of characters that I don't recognize. There's going to be a lot. But I'll try my best. Anakin Skywalker. Is this pre-Darth Vader or... Like, is there a Darth Vader here? Where is Darth Vader? See, there's an old Ben Kenobi and there's a regular Obi-Wan, but only an Anakin Skywalker I can see. No Darth Vader. Oh, there's Darth Vader. There he is. Anakin Skywalker. This is the prequels Anakin, by the way. Prequels Anakin. I think he's a D tier. Really not good. However, contrary to that, I think prequels Obi-Wan is lit. I think he's lit. Hello there. Qui-Gon's 8 as well. Padme. I don't know. Out of C tier. In my opinion. Oh god. I just saw his face and I can't unsee it. Fucking Jar Jar. Have him at F. He's one of the worst. They tried to make him into that, the lovable kind of character, the goofy, lovable one, but he just was just dreadful. R2-D2. R2D2. I think he's B tier. That can't be C3PO, can it? Can't believe I used to be into all this stuff, like, a lot. Is that General Krell? Huh. Anyway, I don't know who that one is for certain. We'll have to look that up. Yoda. I don't know. I think if you're only counting the movies, I'd have him at like B tier. And this is going to piss a lot of Star Wars fans off, but I don't care. But if you're looking at the Clone Wars, like, he was really good. I love that scene where he's doing a little lesson with the clones, like, talking about how each of them is unique. Like, and I'm not an individualist, but it was a pretty important lesson for them at the time that they needed to be able to win that fight. So, I'm going to have Yoda at A tier. He's not the best ever character. But so be it. Chancellor Palpatine. I think we'll make this one prequels and Clone Wars version. Basically, like, pre-Empire Darth Sidious. This can be like original trilogy Darth Sidious, this one. But yeah, Palpatine, I think he's an S tier. My reasoning is he's honestly one of the best villains I've ever seen in film. He has that aura of mystery and he's so manipulative as well. Mace Windu. I think he's C tier. Better than Padme though, in my opinion. General Grievous. I used to absolutely hate how he always got away in the Clone Wars. But the reason he got away was because of plot armor. That's the only reason. And watching his death in Revenge of the Sith, it was honestly kind of gruesome, in my opinion. Grievous's character himself. He's basically a tyrant. It's hard to say. I'm thinking about putting him in the C tier. But no, I think he's B tier. I think he's better than Natu though. Darth Maul is S tier. Never gonna convince me otherwise. I am a big Darth Maul fan. Randy had Ember. I have Darth Maul. Except I'm not that obsessive over him. I do think he's a fantastic villain though. He's my favourite Star Wars villain. General... I don't even know if that's General Krell. I don't even know for certain. Just gonna put it in the question mark tier. Count Dooku. In Clone Wars, he's at his best. But in the original, in the prequels, he's only very briefly appears in a couple of scenes. And in fact, pretty much at the start of the Revenge of the Sith is when he gets killed by Anakin. So, if we're counting Clone Wars, I think he's A tier. Oh god. Lots of characters. Lots of them. This Jedi dude. I can't remember his name, but I do like his smile. These four in the movies, they only appear briefly when they get killed by Order 66. Like, that shot of Mundi is like him looking at the clone troopers right before they shoot him. He's like, what the? And it's kind of sad. So, I'm going to have them all at C tier. Because their appearances were brief in the films. This trade guy. Is that legal? Is that legal? I don't know. I think he's C tier. Greedy Confederate scum. I'll be honest. I'm gonna say this, but I like Jango Fett more than Boba Fett. Mainly because he's the OG guy and his armor looks better too. Jango Fett is A. Boba Fett as a kid. God, it must have been traumatizing seeing your... Technically, he's like the father. Must have been traumatizing seeing his, like, father figure's head cut off by this dude. But I don't know, I didn't see too much of Jango. I think he's a C tier. Gonna put him above Mace Windu just to do his father justice. I'm just gonna pick out characters, not gonna do it in particular order. I'm gonna do it in particular order. Old Ben Kenobi is S tier. Not as good as this one, but he's definitely S tier. Han Solo, I'm gonna have it A tier. Have him above. Yeah, he's top of the A tier, I think. He's really good. Princess Leia, S. C-3PO with R2. It's a little bit better because he can talk. Well, not trying to be like disableist or anything, you know. But in films, it is more entertaining because you can see more of his character. But with R2, it's like just beeping. Palpatine can go up there as well. I think he's better. He's better in the prequels though, because you get to see more of him. Get to see more of him. Darth Vader, S tier. S tier. He is a fantastic villain. I don't know if I should put him above Darth Maul or not. But that's just because I like Darth Maul a lot. Check the stream. 2 hours. Nice. Anakin's mum. Oh, I like her. She's alright. She's a nice person. It's a shame they couldn't free her as well. Don't know who this person is. Oh, one of Jar Jar's relatives. The leader of Geonosis, probably C tier because you don't hear him in his language. I like the clone troopers. I don't know what. I think this is a specific character that was like Order 66 or something. But I like the clone troopers. I'll have them all at B tier. Don't know who this guy is. Unless that's Lando. No, I'm pretty sure that's Lando there. Luke Skywalker. Obvious S tier. He's like the guy that saves the galaxy, you know. Boba Fett. I'm gonna have Boba at B tier. I like Jango Fett more. I think Jango Fett's like... He's just a more developed character in my opinion. Boba like briefly appears in the movies, just as like the random bounty hunter. Jabba the Hutt. Oh, Chewbacca. I think Chewbacca's up here with Han Solo. Up in the A tier. I have Lando around about here as well. Not as good as Han Solo. In fact, I think he betrays Han Solo. Admiral Akbar. Kind of meh. I mean, it's a trap. We all know. I'll tell you one thing though. As soon as summer comes along, it'll be much quieter. I'll be able to have my door shut, have my air conditioning on, so there'll be no bullshit noises, all that sort of stuff. Grand Moff Tarkin, S tier. Definite S tier character. Trying to think who he looked like. I think he is similar to Rundstedt. I'm not sure. There was a picture of Rundstedt doing that similar, or one of the German generals doing the similar kind of pose that Tarkin did right before the Death Star blew up. Not Rundstedt. I don't know. Oh god. Dog's barking. Let's see. This one's a brief Jedi appearance, like these 5. Let's think. The leader guy. I like him, I think he's alright. This guy, kind of an asshole. But he plays his role well, I suppose. Don't know who that is. I think that's one of the Wookiees. Child Skywalker. I actually don't mind him. Now this is pod racing. This is pod racing. Ula. Brief appearance. Gets killed. Which is really sad. Gets eaten by one of the Jabba's pets, I think. Jabba the Hutt is really mean. But he plays his role well, I suppose. I have to finish this tier list. I have to finish it. Have to finish it. Have to finish it. Have to finish it. Hang on. I'm gonna see if there's any new Star Wars movies. Star Wars. It's a big universe. Kylo Ren, he's cringe. He is cringe. Where's Rey? Where is Rey? I think she's D tier as well. Really not that well written. Just... yeah. I'm sure you'll find plenty of videos on why. Mary Sue. 1977, that was ages ago. It was like right after Vietnam ended. Trying to remember everything. Everything. I think he's one of the royal guards, so don't really know. Don't know. I think she was the Queen of Naboo, so I don't really care for that kind of stuff. This Panther guy, he is an asshole, so we'll have him F tier. He is an asshole. I don't know. I feel like having the just people that are just scumbags down the bottom is like kind of harsh because they could still be fantastic villains. Don't know. I think that guy's like representative of the senator of or something like that. Don't know. Don't know. I'm starting to get a headache. I'm like, Finn. I don't mind him. Alien dude. Didn't watch that movie. Didn't watch the Empire one. I've only watched the original trilogy. I did watch Darth Maul Apprentice. No, not Darth Maul. I did watch Solo though. Solo was pretty decent. I love the little Darth Maul cameo in the end. Films. Skywalker Saga. Empire Strikes Back. These are the original trilogy. Then these are the prequels. Watch these three. Is this the cartoon one? Yes. That one's really good. I love it. I watched Solo. I think I watched Rogue One as well. Upcoming. Untitled Star Wars film. Rogue Squadron. Oh god. More untitled films. But I actually didn't mind Solo. It wasn't too bad. Don't know. That robot. I think that was like the Rey's version of R2 at first. So B tier. I don't even know why I'm continuing with this. I'll just try to find the major characters, the big major characters that I know of. And then we'll find another tier list to do for a little bit. This villain, the New Order villain woman person, D tier. Not that good. I always thought she was a robot for a second. The way she spoke. Princess Leia from the new trilogy. She was okay, I guess. Han Solo was okay too. Luke Skywalker, nah. Meh. Snoke.